So hard dance happy hour, and I have the lovely Jon Hemming with me today. Hello, Jon. How are you?
Hi.
Hi. Awesome. It's great to have you here. Thank you for agreeing to come on the podcast. Really appreciate it. And I was just going to start off. I said, Jon's a DJ, he's a producer, and just a lovely, lovely guy. What's the problem with the eyes? Yeah.
Yeah. Two out of the three. 2 out of the 3, maybe.
So what are you saying? You're not a lovely guy, or not a producer, or not a DJ? Well, which one is it?
We'll leave that for them to decide.
Oh, nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Behave yourself.
2 truths and 1 lie. That's how you start. That's always how you start an interview. That's what
no, is it? I'll bet that one. First thing I was going to say to you was shed.
Is it this army? There you go. I forgot what army it was.
Shed. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It's got the tattoo of the shed. That's amazing.
Yeah. I was on a hangover. Great idea at the time.
Oh my God, that's still good. It's amazing. So you're lucky.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. So I'm going to go. It's good a place to start as any. I've got loads I want to talk to you about, but this is a good place to start because for some of I assume sometimes that everybody knows everybody when I'm doing these podcasts.
Yeah.
But actually, I've got listeners all over the world actually, so they might not know what the hell I'm going on about when I'm going shed. So
yeah, it's a bit strange actually when you think about it.
Oh my God, I'm going to switch off. So we're going to go into it really, really, really quickly because otherwise they'll go, what the hell is Claire talking about? Sheds? Why I'm tuning into the wrong podcast. It's about like DIY. It's not. So we'll start with the shed. We'll start with shed sessions if we can, Jon, and just explain to everybody listening where this kind of formed. I'm going to call it a cult. It's a little cult. Shed cult.
Yeah, it's and also it's kind of closed community. Well, I've always been a believer of community through music. I mean, it's one thing. It's the international language. It's the one thing that brings us all together, regardless of our opinions and differences. Anyway, so the shed has kind of fallen into that category. But originally, the shed was we was having our first kid, CJ. We was living in a 2-bedroom house, and I had all of my studio in the spare room because I had 2 bedrooms. It was bang bang music of all kinds. It wasn't particularly the hard house that a lot of you guys know me for.
Bang bang.
Yeah,
music.
just you make a big bang and the neighbours will bang back. And I thought, this is really good. Everybody loves it, you know. And obviously my wife Sian, she was becoming heavily pregnant, and she was like, you know what, this is massively annoying me, and why don't you build a shed and get out the house? And it was literally that.
Amazing.
There was no Facebook Live or anything like that. And originally I was playing house and techno back then. Of course, my roots are hard house, but it was just that time, you know. I was only a silent watcher to the tidy crew and all that lot. But I built a shed on the cheap. I put a load of like bits and bobs to try and make it soundproof, which doesn't work, by the way. And I was just playing techno and nobody was interested. And then I had a gig on one of the weeks, and my laptop, because I was using Tractor at the time, my MacBook Pro, it fell off stage, 12 feet off the stage, complete silence to a crowd of nobody. To a crowd of silence, sorry. So anyway, jump a little bit forward, and I was like, well, Facebook Live was starting to become a thing, and I saw E&M on the Tidy HQ thing way back, one of the first ones, and I was like, I've got a load of dusty old hard house records. I'm going to do what E&M did. And I kid you not, from having 2 listeners to 200 in 3 weeks.
Wow.
I mean, compared to nowadays, I mean, back then that was a hell of a lot, right?
Yeah.
But compared to nowadays, people are doing all sorts of mad stuff. So, but it was 2 children. People were like, who's this Jon Hemming fella? He talks a lot of rubbish. He talks a lot of rubbish over every mix, mainly because I'm trying to hide the fact I haven't mixed vinyl for 12 years. But it just went from there to there. And then a week later, I had Amadeus get in contact with me. BK was watching, Illogic, Anna Savage, Lisa Lashley, everybody, all these names are popping up on screen. I was like,
oh my God.
You can imagine, because, you know, you're like me.
Yeah.
These are our roots. These are the people who I've strived to be forever. 2 weeks later, I was in Tidy HQ, you know, mixing in front of Amadeus Mozart. For 2-3 hours on vinyl. I was like, bloody hell, it's going quite well. I'm completely ruined the first mix. He came on the mic and told me I was rubbish.
Oh God, stop.
That video's still out there somewhere. And then I looted the place. I got all of that. I just basically stole as much stuff as I could because I thought that was the end of it. Decked out the shed, and then the shed sessions was born. honestly.
That's so cool. That's
Yeah.
brilliant. Oh my God. When was
Yeah.
that? What year was that? Because it was only a couple of
20
years ago that I
Yeah, so
saw
it
the
was the
first
very,
shed
very
session.
the very birth of Facebook Live. It was 2000, 2015, 2000,
Was it?
2015 when I got kicked out. 2016 I got noticed.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And I've been clawing
So
away trying to
you've
get
got the
into a real
wife to
building.
thank. You've got the wife to thank for it all, if you think
All
about it. All of
100%.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's always
it's her fault. It's her
the
fault.
woman. That's so cool. I remember when I came across your shed sessions. I loved them. I absolutely loved it. It's just such a bit of me. It was just you having a drink, spinning some records, just
Getting
going,
naked.
yeah, exactly. And there's me going, Jon, get naked. Like, honestly, going, yeah, Jon, get naked. And I just thought, what is this I'm watching? This is brilliant. I'm loving this. It was so good.
I was just a public fool. Like, you tell me to do it, I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm going to bear that in mind as well next time I see you. Oh, God. And feed him with some drinks. So then, yeah. Jon, do this. Truth or dare. We'll play Truth or Dare. Oh, I absolutely love that. That is such a cool story.
Yeah,
it really is. And you still is everything still set up in the shed? Is that where you?
Yeah, well, I've moved house now, so we've got shed Mark II. It's more like we only moved to this house because it had a bigger and better shed. It's like a log cabin. It's amazing, but it weren't quite the same. It's great for a shed sesh without the cameras because you've got sofas in there and stuff. But
wow.
The old shed was literally like that, like this screen.
Right.
You remember it? You must remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It looked good though. It looked really good. Yeah. So the whole kind of how did is that just how it's so that's how it started. But then you have now the followers of Shed Sessions, Shed Heads.
Yeah.
Shed Heads.
What the Shed Heads.
I love it.
The Shed Heads.
Yes.
I mean, it's one of those. I had a meeting with Amadeus many years ago. He's like, well, where do you want to go with this? I went, do you know what? There's no business to this. This is an organic thing, because as soon as you start pushing stuff like this, and the business person, because I am a business person, but the business person starts taking over, then you lose the credibility of what this stands for, which is
absolutely.
We're a bunch of people that run alongside Hard House or alongside any scene. We're not really in it. We're just our own. Do you know what I mean? So we've got these followers, these dedicated. I mean, it's people with shed tattoos as well.
I know.
There's people, and I'm like,
amazing.
It's mad, but we help each other. Really, they've helped me through some tough times, man. I've always said, when all else fails, there's always music. You know what I mean? And I've got the shed. You know what I mean? And so have many others. So it's I don't know is the answer to your question.
Where do you see it going? Have you got any plans for the future of Shed?
Yeah, I mean, in the organic flow of what this thing does, we've done hosted rooms at Sunday Central, at Storm, at the Emporium as well. We've got the Shed stage at the Tidy Weekend.
I was just about to say, that's great, isn't it? Yeah. That's on the Saturday night, isn't it?
On the Saturday day.
You've got your own Shed stage.
It'll be somewhere outside, and we're going to be DJing from a shed to a field.
Oh my God, I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, so
brilliant.
But there's 7 of us now. There's 7 of us now, and we've got Anto, who Anto Williams.
I met him for the first time last week at Untidy. Lovely to meet him in person, so that's great.
Well, he looks after the account management and the shop and the website.
And the website.
Shed Sessions, shedsessionshq.co.uk. Have a look.
Says it all the merch is on there and stuff, isn't it? Get merch.
Well, the merch, you might think we're profiting on all this, but it's really just because we're trying to get the profit to make a new album, and stuff like that. So
amazing. Ooh. It's like that one. I like it.
Oh yeah. But there's a pot of money now. There's a pot of money, and we don't know whether to invest that money into an event and collab with somebody else, because we are a collaborative brand. We prefer to work with people. We have done our own shed events, which was great. But
I was going to ask you about that. That was 2021 last year, wasn't it? I think August.
Yeah, after the void. Yeah.
Yes.
After the void. Yeah.
After the void. How did it go?
It was good. We had 100 people not turn up because of COVID.
Yeah.
And thankfully they didn't get refund. Yeah, they didn't get refunds, which was nice because that would have crippled us, you know.
That's really nice, yeah.
But we had over 200 people there in a shed-like venue in my local town.
Shed-like venue? Where is that?
Yeah, yeah, it's in Redditch where I'm based. And they've got this wicked outside area.
Yeah.
Where we did the daytime part, and it's all shed-like, you know. Oh, it's wicked.
Perfect venue.
Yeah, they're trying to get us to do another one. Because you can the dance floor, you can smoke on the dance floor because it's kind of outdoors, indoors.
Yeah.
So if we do another event, we could probably do an all daytime thing where it'd be wicked.
Yeah, brilliant.
But,
get it done. I'd like to come to a shed event. What's it called? On the drop, wasn't it? On the drop,
yeah. Well, somebody said we'll go for double drop next time. It should be
double
pretty
drop,
good.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Pace yourself.
Yeah. Brilliant. That's so good. So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about music production. I know you kind of poo-pooed it at the beginning. I'm sure you were referring to that.
Yes.
Yeah. Why, John? Why?
Oh God.
Music production. Where are you going with this? I think the stuff. What I've heard is freaking brilliant.
I'm absolutely mad for it. Like fully. I've got, especially because I've got like my own language. I've got something called synesthesia. I've got a lisp. Spat that all over you. I've got hang on. There's a thing where you can synesthesia. Something like that, yeah.
Right.
Well, there's a thing where you can visualize music, and I feel and see music. That's and what incredible. You're saying to me, I see stuff.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah, not in the sense that, oh my God, look, like you are a representation of music. I get like an emotion from color.
Yeah.
And so like the way I mix tracks is almost like painting a picture, which goes into that track I've just made.
Reading energies, and you're reading auras, John.
Yeah, but when I say I feel it, I get it's when somebody gets goosebumps.
Yeah.
Just thinking about a mix gives me goosebumps because I can see how they interlock and they paint a picture to me. Some people see actual images and shapes, but I see paint. It's very bizarre.
Man. That's probably
so like I don't hear things in keys and all that malarkey as such, but like if some colours just don't mix, do you know what I mean? I don't particularly like certain colours and blah blah,
Yeah.
And it sounds crazy, but there'll be people out there that completely relate.
It doesn't sound crazy at all, and in fact, it's like the best thing I've heard. I freaking love that. I think that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's like I built the entire journey of my set is built as I'm like creating a masterpiece, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Ego aside, but that's just the point.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 100. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I do. Like, it don't matter the genre; it just doesn't bother me. Like on at the gig at Untidy, the last track was 123 BPM, and I dropped it out of 148 BPM. Yeah. I was like, that shit works. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, totally. Love it. Oh wow, that's a brilliant fact I've learned today. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that weren't your question though, was it? Sorry.
I don't care. I'm so pleased you answered it with that. It's just freaking brilliant.
In answer to your question, no, I don't enjoy producing. I enjoy making a track. I just don't lock me in a room with no windows. It's just I'm like, I'll be happy just to. I wish I could just go brain button done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
so
all
the
about.
Process. Is it just the process of kind of doing that? Then it's just a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I mean that has changed a hell of a lot for me because I've done the Tidy Pro course, and I'm a lot quicker on my workflow, and what's in my brain is I'm now capable of putting it on there. Hence me being able to play my own tracks, because if I can't get that painting onto the screen and it doesn't look right as well as sound right, I'm like, oh, it's like anxiety,
Yeah.
So but I'm getting there now, and I'm collabing with people, and I'm engineering with people. Me and Hayes are absolutely smash. Hayes is helping me smash it at the moment. Hayes is an absolute genius when it comes to collabing.
He's great, isn't he? He's such a lovely guy as well.
He is.
Yeah.
Did you have a chat with him at the weekend?
I did, yeah. And I met his lovely partner as well. Yeah, both so lovely. Yeah. They really are. But you did a track called Tits and Potatoes. I swear, boobies and potatoes.
Yo!
Didn't you? And
tits actually, it's not as rude as it sounds. It's tidy in the shed.
Oh my
God. So that's why I got.
Go.
Yeah. It was just called Tits, the thing was called. And I said to CJ, what should we call it? And he went, potatoes. And I was like, oh, idiot. Obviously, a kid's answer.
Oh
and I
my God. Brilliant.
He wrote the riff as well to that track. He wrote the riff,
No.
my kid did. Yeah. The
Really?
rave riff, the stabby bit, yeah.
That's absolutely bloody brilliant.
Yeah, he's
That is
pretty
so
good at
good.
beatboxing. He loves all that noisy stuff, yeah.
I think I've seen a video of him actually beatboxing before on Facebook.
Drives me mad.
Does it? Does he do it quite often then? Is he?
doing fart noises everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Doing all this.
That's his instrument, man. That's his instrument.
I know, they're all as bad as each other, honestly. Poor Sean.
I love it. Be a fly on the wall in the Hemming house. Love it. Yeah, Tits and Potatoes. I bought it because obviously I love that track and I wanted to support you, but I shouldn't play it because I've literally got no tits and I'm intolerant to potatoes.
Oh no, you're intolerant to potatoes.
I'm intolerant to potatoes. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I do. It was friggin' annoying because I love
I've never heard anything like it.
I do eat.
Everything is made out of potato.
I know. That's why I've got no tits and there's nothing to me. It's only enough potato.
Jesus Christ, woman.
I know. When you released that, I was like, wow, is this the track for me? I don't know. Can I justify playing this in my set? No,
I need you to do me a remix of that now.
Yeah. What would it be called? No tits.
Chips and potatoes. I was going to swear then. F off, John.
Someone called me Jelly Tot Tits once at primary school, so maybe I could call it Jelly Tot.
Jelly Tots. Honestly, that's right up my street, that title. I've got a track coming out called Aubergine soon. You know the aubergine emoji.
Oh my God, you're not even going to believe this. You're not even going to believe this. Oh my God. So
you're intolerant.
Well, listen, did you know aubergine is the same family as the potato?
I knew this. Maybe it's the way my brain works.
There we go. You knew that.
I must have done.
That's what you know. You're just trying to put me off all your tracks, aren't you? Like, what can I call it? Next one's going to be red pepper. So basically, yeah, it's all the deadly nightshade family of foods.
Oh, wow.
Potato, aubergine. Potato, I can eat a little bit of. If I eat any aubergine, like any amount, I
don't like aubergine.
Screaming in pain.
Well, what are the vegetables? I need to make an EP, so I need another vegetable.
Right, okay. So you've got aubergine.
So what's another bad one?
You've got chili pepper. Got like
That's too cool.
Pepper, paprika. What else is in it?
These sound like cool. That sounds like a cool track title. Aubergine's a little bit like what the.
Yeah.
A track called Paprika sounds like it's going to be a good track.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Actually, yeah, no, it's not good. We can't choose the name if it sounds really good. You've got to choose something that sounds really weird and stupid. Aubergine. I can't think of anything else. That came out so wrong. I don't know.
You're making me cough now. I'm having a good time.
There you go. So don't choke. Please don't choke live on the podcast. I can edit it out. So if you do have a coughing fit, we'll just edit that bit out. Yeah, so you did the Tidy Pro course. And I'm starting that on Wednesday. So have you got any tips for me?
What, the 12-week course?
Yes.
Oh, listen, this not to sound too much of an advert, but really just to inspire you.
Yeah.
I have tried to produce, so I know how to produce for the last, for as long as I can remember, 20 years. You just do it, don't you? You learn. In the first 10 minutes of every class, I was like, ping, straight away.
Really?
In the first 3 weeks, I wrote a banger on my own. In the first 3 weeks, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Never got released. It wasn't great, but I mean, I figured it out. I was like, bang, bang. And everything from start to finish, mix down, master, tricks.
Brilliant.
And it's like, it's probably stuff you kind of already know. Or if you're coming in at a complete blank, you'll be just like, oh my God, it's not that difficult. What, are you doing it on Logic or Ableton?
No, I've got Ableton. So I'm
me too.
playing around with Ableton. I've been refreshing my mind over this last few weeks just about Ableton, because I got it early of 2021 and did a few lessons and things with M series. And then I got a bit of a Mac issue and couldn't do any of it, like bloody CPU nuts, and I had to stop it all. So I've been refreshing my mind and working my way around Ableton. So yeah, I do know the basics, but I'm looking forward to that point where, you know, bits start to click and I can actually put the whole track together, because I have started doing bits and pieces.
Well, the good thing of the process as well, not to give too much away, is that you can get to, say, week 3 or 4 in the process, you've got a 16-bar loop, and you can be messing about with that, and the way you're brought into that stage really opens up creativity for later on in the track. or it gives you a great base to do collaborations with other people. So like I'm doing collaborations with Hayes and Xander Club and Ant Brooks and Sam Townend. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And for somebody who don't really like producing, I'm all over it. I was just making something before coming on with you, in fact. So it's just a little bit more of a step back, and you can see things, because you know when you're looking at it from a fresh eyes point of view, it's kind of daunting. You're just like, it's a lot in it. It's a lot, and there's always windows.
Completely.
Well, it completely takes the overwhelming element out of it, and I can promise you, I can 100% promise you, it'll be the best investment you've ever done, and you will be making tracks like clicking your fingers. It's unreal. It's an unreal course.
Yeah, brilliant. So I'm at the stage where I've got like a 16 bar loop going. It's pretty all right, you know, teaching myself stuff, and then I'm going, now what? Now what? Yeah, so that's what I'm really.
Yeah, well, that bit is unreal. It's unreal. Yeah.
Brilliant. I'm excited.
Yeah. Tidy Pro, have a look, guys, and also the individual classes as well. I've been doing the Paul Maddox ones. I'm a big fan of Paul Maddox. The drum progression is a really cool one.
Brilliant.
Especially for Ableton, and the bass layer in one as a bass line one, which is so cool.
Yeah, I've seen.
You know, when them basses are banging in the club, it's a subtle difference between a bass line and a bass line, you know.
Yeah, totally. So Untidy Birmingham, you played at Untidy in Birmingham last week, wasn't it? And the one before, which was their first two events that they've done. So I've been to both. They're absolutely amazing. We chat a little bit about that. Although just before we came on this podcast, I was chatting to Jon, and Jon, I had to take myself off before the end of Untidy and get back to the hotel for reasons I won't bore you with now. But yeah, Jon then told me, he kind of went a little bit rogue and like told me how amazing it was. And I'm like, oh my God, I've just missed it. I love it. It's a really good event. And I do like it. It was a local event for me as well. And also because don't forget the venue is Air nightclub where God's Kitchen was. So for me, it's a bit special anyway. You know, it's this is local. You know, it's local, and because unfortunately Sam wasn't present, and I was meant to go back with him, which I am gutted about. So hopefully we can do that again. Sam had COVID, didn't he?
Bloody COVID.
Bloody time and an ass.
He had a COVID holiday. He had a COVID holiday, didn't he?
He did.
Nothing wrong with him. Well, he left a lot of pressure on me anyway, and I was having to look after the event. So hopefully people enjoyed it. And
it was a great event. It was really good, Jon. Yeah, really good. Had me dancing all day and night. So yeah.
Oh, it's just great, isn't it? Daytime raving is the best.
Yeah, it's the best.
It really is.
It really is the best. Really is. And then I was out and I was in the hotel. I was eating pizza, like at a decent time. It's just like, oh my God, I'm getting old, but I actually don't mind this. This is quite
don't mind getting old now.
I don't mind, It's kind of one of the upsides of getting old. The rest of it can just do one.
Yeah, tell me about it.
The fact I can prefer daytime raving now is awesome.
Yeah.
So Tidy Land Weekend is coming up. Actually, we are not that far away. I think it's like 15 weeks.
Well, what's that? 3 years in the making now. The concept has changed so many times as well. The shed event has survived, so we're still there. So we've still got our own shed event. Hopefully it'll be really good.
It's going to be amazing.
Got my own shed session on tour.
Session on tour, yes, mate.
They still won't put me in the real bit. I have got a set in the main room, but they still won't put us all in a real building, will they? Right, Jon and your shed, get out.
That's where you start. That's where you're staying. Is outside in the shed. You outcast. Yeah. In fact, I've got some fun shed facts for you, Jon.
Have you?
I have. I'm going to see if you do any of these fun shed facts. How up on sheds are you? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
It's all just a facade, and it's just like
I haven't really got a shed.
It's a green
sat
screen.
In the wardrobe.
A green screen in a wardrobe. There was an Egyptian god named Shed, right?
No.
Yeah, but get this. he was the god of illness, danger, and deadly animals.
Oh wow, I love that.
So it's not, so it's not like, what are the other ones? What are the other Egyptian gods, war and thunder and love and whatever.
Oh, so this one's about
danger and illness.
Anybody who spends time with me walks away with rave flu.
Yeah, basically. There we go. You're dangerous, Jon. You're dangerous.
I am dangerous. High explosives.
Famous, famous sheddies, they call them. So instead of shed heads, they're sheddies. It's a bit too
Oh,
much like
right.
shreddies, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like Agatha Christie and like basically loads of writers write in their sheds. Famous
Oh, right,
sheddies.
okay.
Yeah. You're a
Ah, yeah.
famous shed head.
Sheddy. So so careers born out of sheds.
Yes, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
The world's
Naughty
fastest
Boy was one.
shed. Naughty
Oh,
Boy's
yes, I
me.
know about that. Naughty Boy's a sheddy.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
The world's fastest shed.
Oh,
The fastest motorized shed hit a top speed of 106 miles per hour.
yeah. If I get tagged in that picture one more time, guys.
Oh, really? I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So you knew that
No
one.
word of a lie. I've started just, instead of liking it, I just write the number, what tag it is. So like 2042. And they're like, what? Just write a number just to my reply.
Oh my God, I've never seen this. And then
Yeah,
20% of us admit to using our sheds to escape from our family and partners. But yeah, yours wasn't an escape. It was more of a kick out, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, mine was,
By Sean.
you're not welcome in here.
You're not welcome. Piss off. Get out
Yeah,
there
yeah.
in the sheds. I'll build it for you.
Yeah.
And 1 in 20 Brits have turned their garden shed into a pub. I think yours is probably multifunctional, John, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a pub in there. Yeah,
To be
in this
fair.
one.
It's a pub, the decks and the setup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some random questions for you to finish off. And what was the funniest prank you've ever pulled on someone?
Your face. Oh God, do I have to?
Yes.
So I pretended to jump off a cliff and well, I started off, I pretended to jump off a cliff. I was about 12 years old and was at a caravan holiday walking along a cliff edge in Portishead, you know, the band, that's a place as well.
Yeah.
And there's a bench looking over the Bristol Channel. And I was like, oh God, this is boring holiday. Let's spice things up a little bit. And I went just to the edge to throw a few stones off the side. There's a ledge just further down. And I just went, Mum, this holiday is boring. And I went, poof, jumped 10 feet in the air and straight down. My mum and dad bolted to the edge of the cliff and I went, ah.
Oh my God.
I know that's so bad, especially as we're parents now. And I'm like, I'll tell you now, if CJ does anything like that, yeah, there will be a lock on his bedroom door.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
They
you were 12.
Yeah, but they also thought I was full of teenage angst, and I was like, you know, I was a naughty little, you know, little
that
boy.
Is some prank, John.
That's not very nice, is it? I thought it was so awesome.
It was funny at the time.
I was like, ha ha. Anyway, spice things up. I didn't get an ice cream that day.
Oh my God.
What a horrible kid.
No, you weren't. You think things are funny back then? Do you know what I mean? It's funny now as well, really. It's quite funny.
It's funny to me and you.
Yeah. If a song played every time you entered a room, what would it be?
I'm a massive Prodigy fan. I'm going to show you more tattoos. I've got a Prodigy tattoo. There's a track called Poison. I got the poison. I got the remedy.
I got the poison.
Oh my God. I've goosebumps again now. And FYI, that's a black and green track.
Really?
You probably wouldn't.
Oh my God, I love this. I feel like I need to take this conversation as well more fully offline because I just freaking love that. I love that.
Yeah, it's a lot more just black and green. It's like metallic black and like green, but green, how I say it, other than the color green, I can't explain it. It's very difficult.
Oh my
God!
I just wish I had it. I'm quite jealous, actually. I really wish I had that. But yeah, that track. Are you the poison? Have you got do you always bring the poison?
Well, it's a bit of both. Well, it's a bit of both. You know, you're probably going to feel a little bit ill at the end of it, but I'll fix it at the end. You know, we'll all be happy at the end. Well, it's just that bass line. You know, it makes me feel rude. You know?
Brilliant. I love that.
Yeah, it's like, I've seen Prodigy loads of times, and when they drop that and slow everything down, it's like you're walking in. God, I'd have that at my funeral as well, you know. I'm just, come on, man. Let's just have it. It's a tune, you know. So.
Yeah, no, good one. I like it.
Oh.
What is the last lie you told? Well, actually,
I've told
said
loads.
to me, you were told one just at the beginning. You were like, you need to start an interview with two truths and a lie. The one before that. What was the last lie you told before that?
It's probably an ongoing lie. This I've got there's worse addictions to have, but I've got a shoe addiction. I'm mad for Michael Jordan shoes. Yeah, and the wife thinks that they're relatively cheap, and I'm like struggling to put food on the table because of it.
How much do these shoes set you back, John?
Well, if I can get them on the cheap. Well, the answer to my wife is, about 50 quid.
Yeah.
The truth is probably more like 200 a go. So yeah. And like I don't wear half of them. They just stay in a box.
Oh my God, John.
I just
They're
collect
there
them.
to look pretty.
Well, I don't even look at them. They're in the box. I don't even look at them. I just keep hold of them.
Oh my
I'm mad
God.
for it. Yeah. And especially
mad for having shoes in boxes.
Oh, it's crazy. It's great. I'm looking at this laptop is on a box now, and the box is lovely,
That box. I'm paid to for a box.
Yeah,
oh
it's good,
my
yeah.
goodness.
I bought a pair of slippers for 150 quid just because they're pretty cool.
Oh my God.
But I told her they're £20. If she watches it,
she's gonna be.
Yeah.
She listens to the podcast. She told me last week.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's rumbled you now, mate. She's rumbled you.
I did buy her a pair of shoes the other day though, so
I
didn't tell her how much they were either.
You did the other way around with those. You told her they were £100 and they were £10 from Tesco's, weren't they? Oh my God.
But I did it through guilt. I was like, oh God, what have I done?
Oh, it's similar to the whole flowers thing then, really, isn't it? The kind of buy the flowers through guilt. Like, what do you want? What have you done?
My answer to this when she's watching is there's worse habits to have, Don't smoke or rarely drink.
Yeah, you're doing all right.
Doing all right. Got a lot of boxes piled up.
What are in these, John?
Love you, Sean.
Bits and bobs. Oh dear. What do you consider the ultimate comfort food?
My wife's actually a pretty good cook. She makes a lovely chicken stew. Sometimes you need vegetables there. You need to have something proper.
Yeah. Nice big pot with all the meat.
Yeah, but it's sometimes she does it and it's like, oh, that's just what I need. I work long hours, you see, aside from music. So come home, bang, have that down me.
Nice. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's pretty much it. But do you know what? We've been chatting for bloody ages. And so we're gonna run over on this podcast, but I'm more than happy with that because afterwards we're gonna do we'll just do an extended one. So happy hour will turn into like happy
talk
hour
too much. What can I say?
I love it. But yeah, you're gonna be doing a mini mix after this. So if you're listening to this right now, then obviously stay tuned because you're gonna do us a mini mix of about half an hour, John. And I'm looking forward to that. Bloody looking forward to that. I am.
Splendid.
Yeah. Where can people follow you on your socials? Is there anywhere? You've got a DJ page on Facebook. Where would you like to direct people to?
Well, pretty much Jon Hemming DJ. So that's Instagram, Facebook artist page.
What's the handle? That is an artist page.
Yeah.
Put yourself down. What is the handle?
So Jon Hemming DJ.
Right. Okay. Jon Hemming.
Yeah.
Jon Hemming DJ.
Yeah, Jon, not J-O-H-N.
Yeah, I was just about to say, for those that don't know how to spell it, it's Jon without the H. Yeah.
That's short for Jonathan.
There you go. Yeah.
It's
been lovely to have you on. Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Yeah. And enjoy the rest of your weekend and take care. I will speak to you soon.
Enjoy the mix.
Yes. Thank you.